Today, I'll be demonstrating discussing the structures and functions of the shoulder and elbow joints, applying this knowledge to common strengthening and stretching exercises. So let's start with the shoulder joint. The shoulder is a ball and socket joint that allows for a wide range of movements. So here are the primary actions of the shoulder joint. There's abduction, which is moving the arm away from the midline of the body, like this. There's adduction, which is bringing the arm back towards the midline. There's flexion, which is raising the arm forward. And there's extension, which is moving the arm backward. Then there's internal medial rotation, which is rotating the arm towards the body. And there's external lateral rotation, which is rotating the arm away from the body. Now let's talk about the major muscles involved in these movements. There is the deltoid. So the origin is the clavicle, acromion, and spine of the scapula. It inserts into the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus. And there's the pectoralis major, which the origin is the clavicle, sternum, and ribs, and inserts into the greater tubercle of the humerus. Now let's talk about the latissimus dorsi. So the origin is the lower spine and iliac crest, and inserts into the intertubercle groove of the humerus. So there's the rotator cuff muscles, there's the supraspinatus. The origin is the supraspinoous fossa of the scapula, and inserts into the greater tubercle of the humerus. There's the infraspinatus. The infraspinoous fossa of the scapula is its origin point and inserts into the greater tubercle of the humerus. And there's the teres minor. The origin is the lateral border of the scapula and it inserts into the greater tubercle of the humerus. And then there's the subscapularis, which origin is the subscapular fossa of the scapula and inserts into the lesser tubercle of the humerus. For shoulder strength training and stretching exercise. So for strengthening the shoulder, a great exercise is the shoulder press. So here's how you do it. You hold the dumbbells at shoulder height with your palms facing forward. You press the weights upward until your arms are fully extended. Then you lower the weights back to shoulder height. Then there's the cross-body stretch. So you hold one arm across your body, use the other arm to secure it. You hold this for 15 to 30 seconds. And this is a good stretch for the shoulder joint. So next, let's move on to the elbow joint. The elbow is a hinge joint that allows for the following movements. So flexion, bending the elbow, extension, straightening the elbow, supination, which is rotating the forearms with the palms face upwards. And then there's pronation, which is rotating the forearms with the palms face downward. The major muscles involved in these actions are the biceps brachii. The origin is the scapula, there's a short head, the coracoid process, and a long head, the supranoid tubercle, and inserts into the radial tuberosity. The triceps brachii. So the origin of the triceps brachii is the scapula for the long head and the humerus for the lateral medial heads, and inserts into the olecranon process of the ulna. Then there's the brachialis. The origin of the brachialis is the distal humerus, and it inserts into the coronal process of the ulna. Then there's the brachioradialis. The origin is the lateral supracondyle ridge of the humerus and inserts into the styloid process of the radius. So for strengthening the elbow, a bicep curl is effective. So bicep curl, you first hold the dumbbell with your palms facing forward. You curl the weights up to your shoulder height and you lower them back slowly. For stretching the elbow, try the tricep sketch. So raise one arm overhead, then the elbow, and use the opposite hand to gently push the elbow further behind your head. And then hold the stretch for 15 to 30 seconds. And then switch arms. So to wrap up, we've covered the key actions and muscles of the shoulder and elbow joints. So thank you for watching, and I hope you found this demonstration helpful.